Tanya Villanueva of sonnet number XII. When I do count the clock that tells the time and see the brave day sunk in hideous night, I behold the violet past prime, when sable curls all silvered o'er with white. When lofty trees I see barren of leaves, which erst from heat the canopy the herd, and summer's green all girded up in sheaves, borne on the bier with white and bristly beard. Then of thy beauty do I question make, that though among the wastes of time must go, and sweets and beauties do themselves forsake, and fast as they see others grow, and nothing against time's scythe can make defense, to save breed, to brave him when he takes thee hence.
Richard Thomas, sonnet number 29. When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy, contented least. Yet, in these thoughts, myself almost despising, haply I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark at break of day, arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered, such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.
Peter Francis James, Sonnet 30. When to the sessions of sweet, silent thought, I summon up remembrance of things past, I sigh the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old woes new wail my dear time's waste. Then can I drown an eye unused to flow for precious friends hid in death's dateless night, and weep afresh love's long since canceled woe, and moan the expense of many a vanished sight. Then can I grieve at grievances foregone, and heavily from woe to woe tell o'er the sad account of fore-bemoaned moan, which I knew pay as if not paid before. But if the while I think on thee, dear friend, all losses are restored, and sorrows end.
Jose Baez, sonnet 49. Against a time, if ever that time comes, when I shall see you frown on my defects, and as the love has cast its utmost sum, call to the audit by advised respects, against that time thou shalt strangely pass, or scarcely grant me with that sun, thine eye. When love, converted from the thing it was, shall reason find of settled gravity, against that time I ensconce me here with the knowledge of my own deserts, and this my hand against myself uprear, to guard the lawful reason of thy part. To leave poor me has strength of law, since why to love I cannot argue cause.
Tommy McInnes, sonnet number 86. Was it the proud full sail of his great verse, bound for the prize of all too precious you, that did my ripe thoughts in my brain and hearse, making their tomb the womb wherein they grew? Was it his spirit, by spirits taught to write above a mortal pitch, that struck me dead? No, neither he nor his compeers by night, giving him aid, my verse astonished. He nor that affable familiar ghost, which nightly gulls him with intelligence, as victors of my silence cannot boast. I was not sick of any fear from thence, but when your countenance filled up his line, then lacked I matter that enfeebled mine.
I'm Tommy Bayokos, Sonnet 93. So, shall I live, supposing thou art true? Like a deceived husband, so love's face may still seem love to me, though altered new. Thy looks with me, thy heart's in other place. For there can be no hatred in thine eye, therefore in that I cannot know thy change. In many looks, the false heart's history is written moods and frowns and wrinkles strange. But heaven in thy creation did decree that in thy face sweet love should ever dwell. Whate'er thy thoughts or thy heart's working be, thy looks should nothing dense but sweetness tell, how like Eve's apple doth thy beauty grow, if thy sweet virtue answer not thy show.